Hello, class! Welcome back to another video by your teacher, Dylan. We are on volume of cylinders. If you recall, last time we had volume of prisms, and we used this Khan Academy note video on the right here to do formulas for regular prisms, both rectangular and triangular. Today, we're just going to scroll right on down where it says cylinders. And we're going to use this formula today. You'll notice cylinders not only look like this, and we've done lessons reviewing what they look like, they have a height, h, they have a radius that goes from the middle of the circle to the end. This is different than diameter that goes all the way across. And then they have this really important formula that I'm going to leave up here the whole time, down here, and that's V equals pi r squared h, which means the volume of the cylinder equals pi times the radius squared times height. And we could input all this in one line on our Desmos calculator when we need to use it. So once again, I have pulled that up in a separate window, which hopefully now you're doing that as you follow along to make these videos doable to follow, especially when we have computation like we do today. All right, let's dive right in. Volume of cylinders. How many questions do we have today? Do we have 10? Do we have 8? Oh, no, we only have 6. Okay, 6 questions. Cool. Number 1, find the volume of the cylinder. Use 3.14 for pi. Round your answer to the nearest hundredth. So right off the bat, I can see I've got my radius of 14 inches. I've got my height of 33 inches. Pi is always going to be 3.14. You can notice again that there's a little 3 above the inches because we're once again in cubic metrics because of volume. So I could simply go over to my calculator and clear out what we did last time. And then I am going to follow the formula, which says pi, so start with 3.14. Then I'm going to times that, which again is either shift 8, or you can use the little times button after you click on the keyboard down here, right there. Times the radius. Now squared here, it's really easy, it's just right here. You can also hit shift 6 and a 2. And then times the height, which is 33. If you do this correctly, you should be able to type it in. I've got 20,309 and 52 hundredths, or 0.52. And hit check. And boom! Magnificent. You got it. If you need to do this a fair number of times, pause it right now until you get it right. And then you can move on to number 2, which is the same exact type of thing. I've got my 3.14 times, a reminder that you guys are going to have different numbers than me, so if you just type in my answer, you will get it wrong. Use your own. Same exact format, pi times radius squared times the height. I'm just copying my own answer from the right here, hopefully doing that correctly. And then I will get, yep, you're a rock star! Thank you very much. My favorite rock band of all time, soft rock band, are the Eagles. Oh yeah, shout out to the Eagles. Timeless. Number 3 looks very similar, but we have to notice now that we are given something different on top. Instead of the radius from the middle over, we're instead given the diameter of 28. Meaning, I'm going to type this in. Still pi is pi, but instead of 28 for my radius, I have to divide that by 2. So if you need to do that separately, you can. But then I still square it, and I still multiply it times the height. If you use diameter instead of radius, you will get it wrong. And then you will have to rewatch this video until you figure out, oh, that's right, that's what Dylan meant there. Cool, cool, cool. Halfway done when you only have 6 problems. 3 means you're halfway done. And look, it's very similar again. Well, this time my diameter is 22. So not 282, 22. So that gives me 11. So now I could type in 3.14 times 11 squared times the height. Okay. 79, 78.74. Ooh. A lot of 70s something numbers. Just like the Eagles who performed in the 70s. Boom, connections, making it happen today. All right, final two problems are word problems. Number 5 says a cylinder with diameter 24. So diameter right away, I'm going to come over here and cut that in half. I know I'm going to need to use 12 for my radius, not the 24 of diameter. Okay, diameter 24 and height 13 centimeters, rests vertically on its base on a flat table. The cylinder is sliced vertically into 2 identical halves, Fruit Ninja style. Wah! Sorry, that's my slicing noise. Wah! Find the volume of one of the halves, 3.14 for pi. Round your answer to the nearest hundredth. Okay, so I've still got my pi as 3.14. And I'm going to still multiply that times not my diameter, but my radius, which I divided and found was 12 once I divided it by 2. Times the height of 13. But I'm not done, because I have to divide this now by 2. And remember, so let's show you just like last time. We especially have a squared here, so let's just hit divided by 2. Let's see, does that work just like our prisms if I just say divided by 2 on the end? Yeah, okay. So just like before, you could cut any one of these parts in half and you'll still get it. Although I wouldn't mess with the squared because PEMDAS might do something weird. Either way, once I divide it by 2, I get 2939.04. Awesome. That's it. I just have one more. This should be like a 10-minute video. Half the length of our normal one. A round cement stepping stone has a radius of 1 foot and 5 inches and is 3 inches thick. It would take blank cubic inches of cement to make 15 stepping stones. All right, first of all, we got to remember how many inches are in a foot. You could Google that or ask Siri or your parents or whoever else you live with. I don't know, they might be like, I don't know, just look it up. Google it. Either way, I will skip that step. 12 inches at a foot, if you don't remember. I'll just give that to you for free. Meaning, if I have a stepping stone that's 1 foot and 5 inches, that's 12 plus the 5 inches. I have a total of 17 for my radius. 3 inches thick, that is the height. Okay, so now I need to fill that in. I've got my 3.14. Times my radius, which I've found separately above, is 17. I'm still going to square that, as always. Times the height, which is, again, how thick our stepping stone are, or how thick it is, to use correct grammar. And then I need to make 15 of them, so I multiply it times 15. So I can do that all in one line. I love this Desmos calculator. It's just so simple. Don't even have to hit enter. Constantly gives you your answer. When you have done that correct, you got the correct radius, you multiplied it times the correct number of stepping stones, you will get your answer, and there it is. A little bit of dramatic effect there of the internet, trying to make sure that I wasn't celebrating too early. Finish attempt. As always, I want to make sure that I prove to you that getting 100 on this assignment is totally doable. There it is. It only took 7 minutes and 14 seconds. 14 is a multiple of 7, so that's kind of a cool mathematical coincidence. All right, that's it. We've now done volume of prisms and volume of cylinders. Next time, we can do volume of something else. It might be cones, might be pyramids. Stay tuned. Let's work right on through this unit and eventually get through it. Much love to you all. As always, I hope that you are safe and healthy and well. And much love from your teacher, Dylan, across town. This has been Class Away from Class. Have a fantastic day.